Welcome everyone to a very special edition to both A Million Mums for Informed Consent and World Series News. We have both newsworthy information and something that's going to be very important to our parents who are asking the questions as to how they protect their children from a virus to which they already have 100% natural efficacy or immunity to. With me today is Suzanne from the Youth Advocate, and she is going to explain exactly what they are doing to go to the highest court in the land and ask exactly for that. They want an injunction against the government to stop them from pushing the vaccine onto children 19 years and younger all the way down to 0, whilst we gather the appropriate safety information gathered inside our country that serves our children. So here we go. We're going to listen to Suzanne now to explain exactly what we are talking about today that will give you all a lot more confidence in that there are many groups out there that are serving us, and for you guys at home to realise that they are going to work for you. Here she is now with some really important information.
Hi, Jason. Thanks for having us today. So my name's Suzanne. I'm from the Youth Advocate Incorporated, not-for-profit. We are a group who was incorporated earlier on this year. We saw a niche need for children of Australia to have their voices heard in courts of law. Now, predominantly our objectives are for our incorporated association for children to be able to receive direct legal representation in civil matters, and that's pretty much where we started. But in the last couple of months, and certainly the situation and the circumstances that have been rolled out by the Australian government in the last few weeks, we have clearly identified that the children of Australia and the young people of Australia, the 0 to 19 age group, need to have a voice. We are not seeing anywhere in this country where anybody has asked the children what they are viewing as being informed and educated information in regards to this vaccine. We are simply asking the High Court, for an injunction against the decision that the government has made, knowing that the government is now also considering vaccines for age 5+. Now, we are well aware that the only clinical trial that has been put forward to the government in regards to 0 to 19s is a trial that was done by Pfizer in America. It does relate to American standards, and it involved 2,259 children. Now, all of those children were willing participants, and we have no doubt that there are willing participants here in Australia too. And so we are asking the government to conduct some clinical trials of which those willing participants could take place, and we are asking them to do so in relation to Australian standards, Australian unique program that we have here with our national vaccination program. We know that all of our children of Australia since 1992 have been vaccinated against influenza, and we know from clinical trials that have been conducted and studies that have been conducted in the UK that the influenza vaccine may play a very big part in protecting our children of Australia. All we're asking is that, given our uniqueness, given the fact that we are currently heading into our warmer climate where we know this virus has less ferocity in the summer months than it does have in the winter months, the same as influenza, that we take a step back, we use our time wisely to ensure that the decisions that are being made by this country on behalf of our children is for our children's best interests and to the benefit of our children. Where we are identifying in this country that there has been 0 acute adverse reactions resulting in death for the age group 0 to 19. That is so very important at this point in time. We have the opportunity to be able to ensure that everything we're doing right now can be in the best interests and for the benefit of the children. Moving forward, we know that anything that goes as a vaccination into our bodies should be sufficiently clinically trialled in this country. Of the 2,259 children that were clinically trialled in America, we know that 1,131 of those only completed the double vaccination. 98 of those children of the 2,259 actually pulled out after the first dose because of severe adverse reactions. We also know that in total, 1,029 were placebos. It was a double-blind clinical trial. They are fantastic. Double-blind clinical trials are exactly what we want. But when we're looking at real actual data, it means that in the whole entire world, there has been 1,131 children who have had this vaccine tested. We're just asking for everybody to take a step back and ensure that what we're doing and where we're taking the children of Australia is in their best interests. We want to ensure that the children of Australia have a voice, and that if they have a voice, that it is heard, and it is heard very loudly. And that can only happen with the support of the parents and the children and the youth advocate.
Thank you, Suzanne. That makes a whole lot of sense to some very concerned parents who realise that it is all about informed consent. This is at the very heart of our Constitution, and all of us know that what we put into our bodies should always be our own choice. Suzanne, thank you again from A Million Mums for Informed Consent and World Series News for joining me today. The Youth Advocate is out there doing the work for all of our children. Please look them up and provide some support where you can, and share this video widely. They will be in the High Court very soon, and they're doing the work for all of us.